So this is where I'm going to church today. Rather quaint surroundings, isn't it? This is Cookham Village, and what I've seen is that virtually everybody, every single house, that's my church, every single house has got wisteria on it, which is very nice. And it's full of, this is a 12th century church, and the whole village is full of 12th century buildings. So I'm going in. So there's the church, if you remember, that's where I was on Sunday night. So that's where I'm going to start out. All the birds are chatting. There are two blackbirds here. I don't quite know what they're doing. I think they're both males because the female's very brown. They're chasing each other around. Maybe he doesn't realise that the other one's male, or maybe I'm wrong. So there's a sort of embankment here for when the river floods, and it floods very regularly, like every year. Our street, when we used to live in Maidenhead, our street was underwater. Weeping Willow and the path. And this time, instead of going up this way, I'm going to go down this way. See if it leads me anywhere. Let's see. Breakfast room. Lots of woodwork, nice furniture, and Scruffy Tony's dumped his stuff all over everywhere, but apart from that, Julia in, and get Gitty in, and then show this. Now, do you recognise this, Tanya? Because I didn't remember the name, but as soon as we got here, I remembered it. This is very, very famous, and it was presented to the National Trust by Beatrix Potter herself. You can see peaks in the distance. I think that's Sargent, and there's an even bigger one over here, and there's something over there, but I don't know whether it's cloud or what. Anyway, so there you go. No, don't recognise? Couple of small lakes we walked round, about an hour's walk, and I think the weather was fine when we did it.
So, können wir das Pferd angucken, so, und jetzt?
Checking in, panicky check-in for the phone, for the plane, even though we're 100 miles away from the airport, and the plane's tomorrow morning. We've discovered this lovely little park next to the end of the train line. I wish we could eat here tonight, unfortunately. We've got a nice little restaurant in here. Be nice to stay as well, but we'll be a long way away this time tonight. I'll send you some pictures of the railway shortly. So this is just the inside of the pub. Let's go into the bar. Here's the bar, the little bar, real ales. Let's have a look at the real ales. So what have we got? We've got Good Hughes Dry Stout, Langdale, Ennerdale, Craft Brewery, JHB, Blonde, bum 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 bum. My goodness me. So there you go, and that's that. And this is like the London tube map, except everyone is a pub. Right? They're not railway stations, they are pubs.
All tickets, please. Down the bottom of where? Okay. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 6 of your old right.
So this is our little railway trip. And the scenery is quite stunning. And the nice thing is, over there, where Gawain and Judith is cloudy. Tough luck. And over there, where we're going, can you see? Blue sky. So we're off in a couple of minutes. Thomas the Tank Engine. But I can tell you, it may look sunny, and it is sunny, but it is blinking not warm at all. Lovely little village on the edge here. And you see here that there's plenty of water. Well, when I came a few days ago, this was just sand. Water was out. Well, the rain's just about to stop, and you can probably hear the birds are very happy. Springtime tweeting. So this is a historic houses building that we've just been round. Very interesting. Roy was bouncing up and down in excitement. Oh, there's some animal pens there. What are in those pens, Ted, did she say? Those pens, what's in them?
Pens? I don't know. They might be dogs. I don't know.
Tweet. Should have taken pictures of the garden as well, which was also lovely, but it was pouring with rain. I didn't want to take the camera in.
Thank you. There is a tasting on the windowsill. It's from the Liberal restaurant. It's about cake.
This one here?
Yes, it's a recipe from the time. Well, it's carried on right through to now.
Oh my goodness me.
Very well. Try it.
Kendall gingerbread, is that it?
You think it's not giving me the real yeah.
John Wordsworth's garden. I think that's probably an apple tree, is it? Lots of blossoms. Not much to look at, is it? But it's a museum. Lots of interesting things inside. And explanations of the room and furniture. And this is where he wrote his poetry. And a nice little garden. Not a terribly exciting garden, but nice. So I don't know if you recognise this. I've got a certain déjà vu about it. And it somehow seemed very familiar. I wonder whether the day we came to Mottisfont, I wonder if we came here as well. This is the wall garden, and there are other gardens as well. But looking along that wall, the pathway seems very familiar. What do you think?